How's it going, everybody? Alan showed up to work and we tried to do the Saints Row stream, but it sort of fell apart because I forgot how buggy Saints Row can be. I might have to uninstall and reinstall the game in order to get it to function properly, but we tried, and that's all I can really do. Best thing I can do in replacement of that is do a big old map crawl. But before I do a big old map crawl, we're going to take a minute in here and take a minute for this. Because honestly, y'all, I kind of prefer Minecraft, if I'm going to be honest. I like Saints Row, don't get me wrong, it's a fun game and all. It's just, honestly, I wish I could understand that more. Oh wow, I don't know how much anyone could hear considering my mic was basically up against my... I didn't have the mic set proper. Either way, how's everybody doing? How you doing? How you doing? Trying hard not to go to sleep myself, but we gonna get through this stream. We're gonna make it a fun stream for everyone, as fun as we can make it at least. And we're gonna get a fun little bit of building done. Also, Hannah was covering it, and yeah, she's covering the big air quote alpha males. But on top of the big air quote alpha males, she talked about Jordan Peterson. And I would like to know for like, I would like to know from an actual like brain science perspective. Because Jordan Peterson was, regardless of reasons, chat, we can all get addicted to almost anything for almost any reason. That's how human brains work. But Jordan Peterson was very much addicted to benzodiazepine, or benzodiazepine, bennies. He was addicted to bennies. If you watch The Boys, what you see Dean Winchester or Soldier Boy's character crushing up and snorting, while I don't think Jordan Peterson was crushing up and snorting them, that's what he was doing, benzodiazepine. Now, most people, when you come down from that, it's a very, very lengthy process where you basically, if you're rich, go to rehab and spend a great deal of time talking to therapists, figuring out what you were trying to accomplish with your benzo habit, and, you know, genuinely understand why so you can not do it again. But Jordan Peterson didn't want to do the hard work. He didn't want to go through the rehab and through the doing the things. So what he did instead was went to Russia to get an illegal procedure done to himself. That the reason that it's illegal here in the States is how detrimental it is to your health. Basically, he put himself into a coma for the amount of time that it would take to get through the withdrawal symptoms of the benzodiazepine. And here's the thing that's bugging me, chat. What exactly did that do to his brain? I mean, clearly, if you read 12 Rules for Life, he wasn't cooking, so to speak, before this. But it feels like, genuinely, this just fried the fuck out his brain. Also, chat, let's be clear, there are such things as alpha wolves and alpha dogs, but they only appear in captivity. If you give these animals their natural habitat and environment, they just will not. They will not have alpha males. They're typically family units where once the younger dogs or the younger wolves will help raise the others, and typically once they get to be a certain age or certain pack size and they want to reproduce elsewhere, they don't fight violently, they just leave. Very, very few times they'll get into a situation where it's like two massive groups collide. But regardless, most of the time, it's just, you know. There's my dirt.
whether it's neglect because the father just bounced, neglect because the father's building an empire. It's still the kid is growing up with neglect. He's gonna grow up with the same fucked up daddy issues for whatever reason that there's neglect, that dad's not there. The whole that dad wasn't there to yell at you and spray you with a hose angrily. Yeah. Extra my life. Judging people based on really arbitrary, like, markers. You fucking douchebag. You're making your problem everyone else's problem. I can walk in, making eye contact, shoulders up. Amber says, anthropologically speaking, Negroes have no understanding of masculinity. They use the knights they're aiming as an example. They were members of the aristocracy and usually prided themselves on their appreciation of art, language, and politics. This idea that manhood has historically been historical. And you see the same shit too with like people who have like Greek statues in their profile pictures who claim to be super into like the classics, but in reality they're usually just ethno-nationalists, which is hilarious given that the Roman Empire was not an ethno-state. It's like, I think about the furthest you can get from an ethno-state is ancient fucking Rome. Also, the obsession with Rome is weird and it's concerning, because Rome, not a fun place to live. I don't know if you know this. Not a fun place to live for the majority. CBT Times in 20 months says these guys think it's for the future of humanity. In fairness, everyone thinks that. Everyone thinks that about everything. It's human nature to think we're all doomed. Are we right this time? Maybe. It's unlikely, though. Just a piece of the dollar says daddy issues. Are they sure that this is the term for effects of absent parent? I have not heard of that used in that way in like 20 years or more. It gets colloquially used.
Alrighty. Yeah, y'all, it's just, I'm tired and I was gonna catch a nap. But let's, before we do that, just add a bit more to this. Mm-mm.
People are ridiculous. What's this, they're on a train track or something? You think this is worth $18,000? This is literally just supposed to be painful because they're rolling around on fucking rocks and gravel. That's not gonna build your character, it's just gonna callous your back. What's the point?
Alrighty, y'all.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I reckon we're about to cook just a little bit of food. Feed the wolf, and then we'll call it for now. It's been real and fun, and wow, Alice left me a present in the hallway I need to go take care of real quick. So, once I get this done and feed that dog, I'll go ahead and take care of my dog here, IRL. And then we will probably come back to another video. I don't know yet. We'll see. Either way, I thank y'all for showing up. I thank y'all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far, and we will get another one going soon. This has been day 127. Thank you again.